Look at the great deep learners of the world, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Einstein. All these people never went for things that didn't have challenges. Thomas Edison. All these people, they always had massive challenges. They always had difficulties. They always had failures. They always had people saying, no, you can't do this. No, we're not going to let you go through this gate, or we're not going to let you come through our channel here. Nothing that is worth anything fighting for, no desire or goal that is worth fighting for will not come without challenges. And when you get those challenges, they're a blessing. When you get a challenge, I got a challenge today. I'm building a few projects in AI, and today I received this challenge. And it was a bit of if I had the alternative brain model, the fixed mindset brain model, I would have seen that as a setback. Okay, this is too hard. I might as well just walk out and do something else. But no, as a deep learner, these little setbacks or these little challenges are actually part of the process. This is what makes you smarter. This is what extends you. This is what elevates you. You have to jump those problems. You have to jump them, and you have to learn from them, because that's how you will grow and develop and get closer to your desire. So when you get these little setbacks, when you get these little problems, because remember, when you think about it, when you're climbing and when you're growing and you're getting closer to your destination, it's like one of these games. Who remembers that game Pitfall? Now I'm showing my age here, but the game Pitfall, every time you go to a new section or you go to a new area, it gets harder. Or all these different other games, every time you go to a next level, it gets harder. You get different challenges, and then you go to a next level and it gets even more harder. And you got more problems and different problems. And sometimes it looks like it's impossible to solve. That's because you can't solve it now. But you might be able to solve it in 2 months' time when you've practiced it and you've learnt new skills and you've understood something else and you've combined these other experiences. So while something might look hard and challenging now as you're getting towards your journey, because you remember, you've got to have that journey, that end journey, that where you're heading has to be ecstatic, because that's what's going to push you during those difficult moments. That's what's going to push you over those little problems or setbacks. And remember, as a deep learner, we want the problems. As a deep learner, we want the setbacks. Because if you're not getting setbacks, and if you're not making mistakes, and you're not failing, there might be a problem with your desire. It's either too low, so you've set a desire so far down that it's too easy to jump, so there's no challenges and there's no problems and there's no mistakes, and so you just are happy to stay. Or when you're going up here and you're traveling here, there's going to be problems. There's going to be bears, there's going to be lions, there's going to be hyenas, there's going to be all these things that are going to try and get in your way. And the beauty about this is we know it as deep learners, and the beauty about it is we're going to overcome it. And that journey of overcoming, even when you fail, you're still progressing and you're still moving forward. Because remember one thing, when you're going towards your ecstatic desire, you're progressing, you're adding value to yourself, your brain is growing and developing. And sometimes when you're going towards a desire, an ecstatic desire, and all of a sudden you've grown and developed and grown and developed and grown and developed, but all of a sudden you realize, hang on, wait. That might not necessarily be my ecstatic desire. It might be that. You might alternately go there because you've gone to a certain level, you're experiencing something new that you've never experienced before, and you thought that was your desire, but maybe it's that. Maybe it's the alternative, but you're also close because you've gained all these different skills. So maybe you can go to that desire, which is closer, which will create other problems. So they'll always have problems. And I heard Steve Jobs in an interview that he did 30 years ago say, every time you have an idea, every time you go towards a goal and you grow and develop as a human, what happens is there's going to be other things around you that's going to change. And sometimes what you think might be the idea grows into something else, something alternative, and all of a sudden you've developed a completely different product to the original product because the desire has changed, because you have grown and developed. And so when you've grown and developed and you've got these different skills, different knowledge and different ideas, what you might think is your desire now might change halfway through that journey. And you realize, wow, I've just developed. Look where I was a year ago. Look where I'm at now. Look at the people I'm talking to now. Wow, maybe I'm not that far away from that point there. I can actually reach that point now. But there's no way in the world you would have been able to make that choice if you were still down here. You had to overcome all these problems, had to learn from them and keep growing.